my god. Hi, everyone. Hello.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Rin. This is CPU with me on the mic today. You'll notice
Hello.
Pariah is not here, and we're very sad. He unfortunately has, I was gonna make a bad joke about him dying. But no, he's just hanging out behind the scenes.
Okay.
He's just chilling. He's chilling.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, chat Raya docs. But for today, it's just gonna be me and CPU on the mic. We're gonna take you through this. We got how many entrants we got? Over 60?
Yeah, I think so.
Hang on, let me check the start GG. I need a number on this. If only it would load. Here we go. That's the wrong one. Hang on. Rin, don't choke moment. Here we go. Okay, I opened up last week's bracket, but this week we got 61 entrants.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's like, yeah, that's actually a lot. That is so many. Yeah, that's actually a lot. How many were there here last week? Last week we had like, we didn't even have 50 last week, but this week, holy. Up first, we're gonna get Juno versus Which Way, which is gonna be presumably ABBA versus Eno.
Yeah.
Do we know anything? Do you? I do not know any of the specifics between.
I played this matchup a lot back when I was like really investing into ABBA, and all I can say is some things are like slightly annoying for ABBA, but ABBA 236K is like an actual nightmare for Eno, and like one hit is usually the round when Eno takes like 10 hits. So
yeah, that's
so
God special. Holy.
Yeah. So in my opinion, ABBA should have the advantage here. But Eno has a lot of tools to make ABBA's life really annoying. HCL's difficult because ABBA's movement speed isn't good. So it's hard to punish. So you have to commit with like 214K to go under it, which is still like, that's a commitment against Eno because her grounded pokes are decent against ABBA. Stroke is good against ABBA. Even MLA in neutral can be annoying because it's a way to just like start something. With like an active hitbox. It's like really strong.
Yeah, that makes
something
sense.
I've noticed. Like and this is one of those matchups where like ABBA can get kind of zoned out a little bit with no real way to parry to get resources without taking a big risk. But it's big risks on both sides because of how skewed ABBA's reward is, and considering how interactive Eno's offense is, it can be really like frustrating for Eno. If you're wrong once, you could lose the round. So you have to play it really smart as Eno. But again, like Eno can make it very annoying as well. So
yeah, okay. So we can chalk
I mean,
it up.
I'm very interesting to see how this is gonna go between these
Me too. I am very excited. As soon as Juno gets in here, they're double bracketing right now, so we're waiting on them to finish up this set right now. But I'm looking forward to it. It looks like one of those matchups, you know?
Yeah.
How's your day, CPU? I had a burger just now. It was so fucking good.
I haven't really done too much today. I played a little bit of Strive earlier in the morning, and then I went to go get some groceries, and now I'm back.
Holy, busy day it sounds like.
Not really.
Never mind. I'm my bad. What was I saying? I forgot. You know what? Sometimes girlfriend pops in the chat.
Yeah,
and
I see that right
brain
there.
turns off, you know?
Yep.
Holy, I am cooked. It's over. I think I need do better. It's over for me.
You better.
It's so
No.
over. No.
It's so over.
We were talking about Ava Eno. No, we were talking about our day. Yeah.
You were talking about we were talking about Ava Eno, and then you were like, must have been a busy day, and I was like, no, not really.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. My day was kind of. My day was all right. I went to school this morning, and I went home, and I ate food, and now I'm here. So
Nice.
that's been my day. Have you been playing any games lately? Have you been striving it up, or have you been expanding your horizons? Have you been Yeah. What kind of games you been playing lately?
What was that? Sorry.
What have you been purely striving? Have you been purely striving it up, or like have you been broadening your horizons?
I've been playing a lot of Grand Blue recently.
Lots of Grand Blue. Oh yeah, you're on the Lwane.
I'm actually getting my Vicala to Masters right now.
Vicala. Oh my god.
She's S++1 right now. I'm like right there.
Holy. I'm not gonna lie. I've been grinding the Catalina very slowly for the past like. When did Grand Blue come out? 2023 or 2023?
Yeah, 23. Yeah.
Oh my god, I need to get a move on with this. It's been I remember 1.5 years and I haven't gotten her to Masters. Holy, I've been slacking.
Yeah, late 2023, but still.
Oh my god.
I remember when the game first came out, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a Matera player, and then I played her, and then I was like, never mind, I'm gonna just play Lwane.
Matera's really strong too. She's been.
She wasn't at launch.
She was not. No. I'm not even gonna pretend. Like we all saw. What was that one tournament Monarch was in?
I don't
fight
know.
Against Koji Coco, and it was like, oh my god.
Oh, that was Frosty's.
Yeah.
I mean, Matera was all right then, but like that matchup was really bad, definitely. Anyway, we're getting Anji and Ramlothal here rather than Eno and Abba. We're getting Ian versus
Ian Sharp versus Kiefer.
Yeah, this is Kiefer.
This is yeah. Oh my god.
So, this is a matchup that I've practiced a lot because I play Faust. I do not want to fight Ramlothal.
Right.
But I think like Ramlothal's really strong right now. But I think one of the counter pick characters to her could be Anji, because like she doesn't have a reliable answer to spin a neutral. It's kind of a risk every time she's trying to swing into it. She can play around it, but that will come into play here. And the bounce part. Yep, right there, fish.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what Ramlothal does, if Anji catches it, it will be advantaged.
Gotcha.
And now we have Anji corner pressure here, which is just, you do have to guess. You just have to guess here. Since they made Rin. Wait, Rin.
Hello.
The overhead 18 frames.
I just react. TBH. Big conversions.
Round start 6P. This is looking like pretty strong for Ian Sharp. Jump over the rock. Ooh! Big anti-air 5P though. We're getting momentum back off that burst. We have the resource advantage, corner position.
Oh, that's easy.
And now you're just running 50-50s. Reset pressure. Oh, I think we had a mistake.
Yeah.
Strike throw 50-50.
Yeah,
Wild is pull for the sword back. Strike throw 50-50. We get the S sword back. No, we're just breaking the wall with super. Doesn't kill though.
I wonder if she
Anji
waited
is getting
a little bit.
Oh no, not the back throw incident.
Okay, now we're just running classic Anji pressure with the butterfly.
If I'm Anji, I'm worried about YRC here if I'm Anji. Doesn't look like it's coming into play, though. Just letting those charge Fujins rock. Pretty strong start for Ian Sharp. A little bit of a hiccup in the middle of there, but we ended up taking it back off the back throw. Gonna see it stick to Ramlethal. Okay.
Yeah.
And I wonder how Kiefer is gonna adjust here.
Yeah, me too. So far, we haven't really seen too much. It's just like mostly just tightening up defense and then also trying to play better around spin. Yeah,
mainly around Anji's pokes as well, because trying to swing into spin leaves you getting hit by, you know, like Anji's big counter pokes. Like Anji's got really good and safe disjoints, far slash and 2S. Hard to whip punish for the most part.
Ooh, big YRC coming in from Ian Sharp.
We got a press, but we are not keeping the corner. Run under with a close slash. We're not confirming it there. Bait the burst. Oh, we're not getting the punish. 5D RC will get a wall break here. Positive bonus. But Anji is about to have 50 bar. Yeah. So we have to be careful here. And that's going to take it. Counter hit far slash.
Counter hit far slash, my beloved.
Yep. 5H getting spun is a really bad deal for you. If you're A great IBFD to make the 5H whip. Forces Anji to leave a throwable gap in his string if he wants to go into Fujin. A layer of interacting you can engage.
How far out from the corner was that? And 60% on Anji?
Yeah, Ramlethal, right? Good throw on the charge Fujin. Sword PRC for the fuzzy. Baits the burst. Mortal bottle through the wall. No, just close
yeah. Just
all right,
gets
great adjustment from Kiefer.
Yep. 1-1.
Let's see who can get the momentum back.
Yeah. So yeah, I think most of this just revolves. First of all, one big part is who gets the first hit.
Yeah, it's one of those matchups where it's very momentum based. Both characters have very suffocating offense. So whoever ends up getting the first hit is probably going to be advantaged throughout the rest of the game.
Yep.
And right now, Kiefer has gotten the first hit, taken burst, and put Ian Sharp in the corner.
Yeah.
We are overextending though and getting hit by 60, but it doesn't matter. We use the burst to keep the corner position. High-low mix-up through the wall. This is looking a little rough, but one hit can seal it.
Okay.
All right. Oh, we dropped.
Conversion.
That is gonna be death. Yep. Corner to corner. Oh, we messed up. Okay. Cap the Star Steve will take it though. JH round start. Far slash gets spinned. Tried to go for the optimal conversion, missed it. Butterfly Oki, this isn't quite real, but you win the interaction after. This round should be over. Both are going to have burst going into this next round though, so anyone can take it from here.
Anyone can take it. Alright.
Whiff punish.
Wow. Yeah,
big whiff punish. Kara Nagihara to get in. Air dash back JS. Got a knockdown here. S sword toss catches the back dash, and you're going through the wall with super off this. Big momentum for Kiefer.
Big health advantage. Yeah.
Left, right, mix up into the corner. Drop the combo. This should kill. All right, Kiefer is up 2 games. Very strong momentum.
That's crazy. Yeah, Ian Sharp just had to guess there at the end. It's wild.
Left, right, high, low, strike, throw, mix up. It's very difficult to defend against. And you can't even YRC out of it.
No, not at all.
Guard crush.
I hate guard crush.
Yeah. Very, very stupid mechanic. If you want my opinion on it, you know.
Wait till I tell you about the hole in Kai's tummy.
What?
Oh.
Alright. Round start Fujin. Blocks the needle. Hops over the low. Gets a throw. Butterfly Oki.
Okay.
Blocks the Ren.
My bad, goat. Don't know what I did to get blocked, but my fault.
Oh, no. I'm so used to saying the move name. Alright. Hard knockdown. 50-50. Monobato on Wake Up. Potential to steal the round. Nope, that's not
What
a
an
safe jump.
anti-air.
Great check from Ian Sharp.
I love
Good,
fight
bring
the
us back.
anti-airs.
Both have burst. Big whiff punish. You need to burst that or you are putting yourself in a terrible spot. Big anti-air from Kiefer. The momentum is now on your side, especially catching the jump with the sword toss. Hard knockdown. Back in the corner. Another backdash catch. You have to guess. FD makes the tap dust whiff. That one cannot whiff though. Going through the wall. Positive bonus again. Looks like Ian Sharp is going to get burst this round, but it's going to get sealed with a DH.
Alright, Kiefer's on set point right here. If she can close this out, that'll send Ian Sharp into losers.
Huge whiff punish. Through the wall with super. This is looking very good for Kiefer. But Anji is one of those characters that can make comebacks. And you tried to bait the burst. And you're paying the price. You are paying the price. Momentum has shifted, but Ramlethal has 100 meters. We're probably going to see super into RC on Wake Up here. Tries to bait it. Anti-aired with far slash. You have to burst or that's the round. Oh. Calvados in neutral. You have to block this.
Guard crushes at the end.
And that's gonna seal it. Good games for Kiefer. She will be moving on. Knocking Ian Sharp into losers very early.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Anti-air Calvados mix?
What year is it? I know. People don't realize that guard crushes. Like
I didn't know either. What? Since when?
It's always guard crushed. Even in season 1 when it was like minus 86 on block, it always guard crushed.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay.
But you never see Calvados on block. You just never see that.
You never see it. All right,
But
Daisuke.
it kind of makes sense in a situation like that. You don't want to engage with Anji's options like spin, so you just throw out a projectile that covers the whole screen for you while you PRC in and try to take it with a 50-50 for the round.
Real.
And it ended up working. So.
Now we got Screws versus. I have to look at the bracket.
It wasn't guard crushed when it was minus? I think I remember it being guard crushed.
No, I don't think it was. I swear that's a new thing.
Well, they changed it to be plus in season 2, so that was a long time ago. Anyway, we have Giovanna versus Bridget. I don't know anything about this matchup.
Giovanna Bridget?
Yeah. I just assume Giovanna would do like well because her speed just lets her maneuver around Bridget's normals and air movement. Especially because a very underrated anti-air is 623S. It's functionally a DP as an anti-air, and it has very high reward on counter hit.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
I assume that would come into play. But right now, Yo-Yo Master has a lot of momentum. Keeping Screws in the corner. No reversal against Bridget offense is very difficult. You're just going to have to keep eating these 50-50s. Took the round. But you did have to use your burst. So, let's see if Screws can play around with the burst advantage. Alright. Giovanna, offense. Big whiff punish. Safe jump. Bridget is very slippery though. Escapes the pressure. More 50-50s. Yep. Through the wall. No! We're dropping. Tech's away from the wall. Back to neutral. You have to burst that. You don't want to lose momentum. Backdash BRC overhead! But now Bridget has 100 meters. What's your answer going to be? Actually, Bridget doesn't have a reversal super, so super RC is not a concern.
Nope.
Scooter RC, this should take the round. But maybe Giovanna's health buff when she has meter is going to come into play. That looks like it might be the case. Maybe not. Guts Crush Super? No. Okay. Very nearly survived that, though. Very strong from Yo-Yo Master, though.
Yo-Yo Master coming up on top. I really like the way that Yo-Yo Master used Scooter to force their way in, and then went right into the RC. I think it was very smart.
You force them out with FD, and then do an option that is very difficult to contest right after. And then you start the offense and end up getting the hit. So
getting the hit.
People get desperate trying to escape those, so it's understandable why you got hit.
Alright, let's see round start here. I know Giovanna has, the
5H.
in 5H.
Yeah.
Big way in using rolling movement. Now we're just gonna,
Yeah, that round start is one of the problems that I have noticed for Bridget. Her round start in a lot of matchups is like very scary to directly engage with because she doesn't have the fastest round start reaching options. But if you do manage to win round start, it's usually looking pretty good, and that's what we're seeing right here with Yo-Yo Master.
Absolutely. Alright, moving on to immediate round start 2S.
Wild Assault
for the pressure. Setting out Yo-Yo.
Great 5H.
No conversion,
enhanced DP whiffs due to the spacing. Going through the wall with a charge, just opting not to break the wall with super for some reason. Getting anti-air. Coming in. Stagger pressure works out. Air stall with JD. 6P to 5H.
The 6P cancel into the dash to cover some more ground. There's a 6P into the No punish on the 214S. That is -5 now. You IB, it is a 5-frame punish. And Bridget has a very large 5-frame 2K. Surprised you can see the punish there. This should be around 1 hit for both players. The backward fade back with rolling movements really funny to me.
50-50 for the round. Yo-Yo Master's looking very strong here. Has a lot of momentum.
Yeah. CPU, do you drink energy drinks?
Sometimes, yeah.
What's your favorite?
Well, the only one I really get very often is White Monsters. So.
White Monsters, those are pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I'm not the one choosing the energy drinks, so I just kind of like, we have them. I'll have one every once in a while.
Pariah, I need my boomer juice to live.
True. Favorite energy drink is water. That is the best energy drink, if I'm being honest.
Gross water.
Let's see how Screws is going to try and adapt here, because you need to make a reverse 3-0. It is very difficult against a player like Yo-Yo Master.
Canceling the second hit into a JH, and then Yo-Yo Master can win in front of the throw again.
Alright, looking like momentum is still on Yo-Yo Master's side. We have a 100-meter YRC to get off.
Yeah.
Just gaplessly going into 5H. We're getting hit anyway. Is this going to kill? Probably not. No.
It is Bridget after all.
Try to anti-air the JS. Getting a 2K. Rock the baby! Coming in. Hitting Screws. Plus on block Scooter. We got a knockdown. Close slash.
Okay, 2K2D.
Yo-Yo Master is being very slippery still. Cannot keep any pressure on him.
Okay, that confirm was wild.
DP to anti-air. Yep, very strong. Lots of active frames. Very disjoint. Got Oki. Catches a fuzzy jump. Does not hit a confirmed though. Gets the burst out anyway. Yeah, now you're holding a 50-50 for the set. Good blocks from Scooter.
You can do that? Oh, that's awesome.
Plus on block, Scooter, and that is going to take it. Very, very good from Yo-Yo Master.
Yeah, Yo-Yo Master taking that set convincingly. Moving on to, what is that, winners round 3?
think so. Yes.
Yeah, winners round 3. Yo-Yo Master goes on to fight Kiefer.
Ooh, as we saw, Kiefer is playing very well tonight.
Yeah,
Wondering
yeah.
who's gonna win that one.
On the Ramlethal too. Who's crazy.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd live to see the day.
Kiefer on Ramlethal. I thought she was supposed to be the chosen one with Giovanna. No.
you die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, and I think most every Strive player is becoming a villain nowadays.
You passed the torch to Class. Class is very, very strong, so that is understandable. I love fighting Classified every time. It's very fun.
Classified is a very fun fight, I agree.
Alright.
Gavin back on Gold Lewis. We love to see it, truly.
Gold Lewis versus Eno.
Yeah.
This is a matchup that I've seen like a few things about on like Twitter. And Eno players do not like this matchup. From what I know. And I could see why. We're breaking the wall with Megalomania for some reason.
Does it do more damage than
I don't know.
Looking into this.
S/RC, is this gonna be the round? Eno's damage is much higher than normal. Stroke under the drone doesn't matter. It gets hit in recovery. PRC, we're getting a fuzzy. Alright, you're gonna have to block this. Good block on the low. Spacing. Oh, under the 5P, gets a 2P though.
Mash.
Have to burst that or you're gonna die. Yep, start zoning Gold Lewis.
Interesting.
This very strong.
Does Gatling not destroy node?
I think it takes a few more bullets to destroy the node.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Because Gold Lewis had no security gauge, he only had 3 bullets.
I see.
Now we're blocking Gold Lewis corner pressure. The overhead's coming in. That's gonna be it.
Killed.
Very fast.
Gold Lewis is a very scary character.
Right.
Banger song playing.
Yes, that's very good. Gold Lewis can still run under HCL. Very interesting to see. You wouldn't necessarily expect that based on, like, you look at his dash animation and he's still very tall doing it, but it looks like his hurtbox is shrunk just enough. Counter hit. You're gonna get a conversion through.
Break.
What's the mix gonna be? Probably just a safe jump. Super PRC coming in from Gavin. Level 3 drone Oki. We messed up the BT. We got 2H.
Gold Lewis 2P.
Wild assault. Okay, we're gonna have to worry about the security gauge here. Level 3 drone. You're gonna have to block this. No more security cancels. We're challenging.
What a crazy mash.
Hard knockdown. Threaten, strike, throw, and that's gonna be it. Very good from Shockjock.
Shockjock taking that first game.
See, something that I've heard about this matchup is that Gold Lewis 2S is a very good catch-all against Eno's approach.
You know, that makes a lot of sense.
It's very disjointed, very active, and hits both hover dash and stroke angles. So Eno has to approach it very differently.
Yeah, it is one of those moves.
And it also goes under HCL because he's crouching.
Yeah,
so that seems like it would be very difficult.
Yeah, it hits pretty high up for what it is. Especially for a 2M, or not a 2M, on Grand Blue Pill, holy.
Yeah, playing a lot of Grand Blue.
Yeah.
The Flex Shield invalidated by the special cancel into dive. Full combo through the wall. Are we going to see another super PRC on Wake Up, though? No, we are not. Probably a YRC.
Sure, reset.
Spacing trap into a mix-up. This round could be over. Fake into throw. Lots of momentum for Shock Jock here. But
Only
you're out of burst. Next hit is going to be some guaranteed damage if Gavin gets it. Lots of JD. Very strong option. You have to burst now.
Wow.
Tried to 6P
right
the hover
under.
dash. Gold Lewis is very... You can 6P that. I'm forgetting the name of that BT, but you wouldn't expect to be able to 6P it. Wake Up Super hits the attempted safe jab. 2K goes under the 5P mash. Going through the wall, positive bonus.
Positive
But
bonus
Gold
is huge
Lewis
here.
has, White Wild Assault, and that's going to be it. No, we're dropping. YRC's coming in.
Holy.
Flash.
RC to finish the combo.
Probably going to see a YRC. No, just resets into overheads. Shock Jock. Up 2-0 against Gavin.
Up 2-0. Ino's one of those characters where, like, if you let her, she will absolutely steamroll you.
Yes, you need to know when to press. And sometimes you will just get blown up by her offense. It's very RPS heavy. She's forcing you to engage. But it goes both ways. You can blow her up on her own offense. So it's a risk both ways.
Yeah.
And Gold Lewis probably has some pretty strong tools in this, but we have not really seen them come out from Gavin.
Okay, big far slash. Oh, gets the MLA hit into the conversion. Okay,
Through the wall.
HCL combos are some of the coolest additions this
Yeah,
drive.
Air HCL with the new tumble allows for so much creativeness.
Yeah, so much player expression in her combo game now.
Oh no! Mistimed deflect shield is going to lead to so much damage. Left, right, 50-50 for the round, and that's gonna be it. We dropped the combo, but we still got it. 5P anti-air on the JD, very good. Wild Assault to keep the pressure on. Gets away with a reset off 2H, and we're breaking the wall here.
In the super.
Para cancel into super for the meter, puts him through the wall, and you're taking 50-50s here. Respects the MLA, fuzzy break, guard crush super, mashes with the 2P and gets the knockdown. This is a big momentum shift.
Yeah.
Gavin can take this round very easily. Whoa, you're very lucky on the side of Shock Jock that you did not get that deflect shield hit. That is going to be the game though.
Really liked the preemptive cancel into 486 to try to catch that stroke on the way in after the deflect shield. I cannot input BTs. You got it, go. You got it. Get back in there. You got it.
You got it. You got it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh well.
It was a very good preemptive BT to
catch stroke, yeah.
All right, lots of JDs coming out. Challenging the plus frames. Gets the hit. Gets the burst out. This could be a big advantage. Next hit you get could lead to a lot of momentum, but now your burst is gone and you're down 70%.
Counter hit MLA.
Yep. Counter hit with the MLA.
Yeah. Gets the 2D. Into the
throw.
And man grab.
Megalomania. This could be bad.
One more hit. Kill, but gets the hard knockdown. Gets positive bonus here.
Guess for game.
Yeah. Catches the
drops the combo. Gets the grab though. Shock Jock on set point.
Shock Jock on set point. Gavin has to lock in here.
One hit could restore a lot of momentum though. Just like that. Start the pressure.
Yeah.
Get out of the offense. Don't let her overextend.
We're seeing a lot more JD now. Just like knows that Shock Jock
trade
for the ground options.
No. Misinput super. Hits the hover dash. MLA is blocked. Gavin has 100 meter though. You have to be careful here. Throw coming in. Shock Jock is not scared. And this is why you should be. This is going to take the round.
Imagine Gold Lewis with a DP. I think I'd cry.
That would be terrible. There's a reason big bodies are designed with poor defense. Great 2P on the air MLA trying to get plus 1. Strokes under the minigun. And gets a counter hit.
Skyfish. Yeah, tries to make some
Oh my,
timing.
great maneuver around the drone. Counter hits the wake up mash. Huge momentum. Shock Jock to take it in the next interaction.
Shock Jock is just kind of running away with this round. Running away.
Backdash is a safe jump, but you're still plus.
Wow.
Counter hits the 6P with JD. Level 3 drone set play. Gavin looking for YRC. Doesn't work against the JD.
Yeah, Shock Jock is now going to those 2Ks.
Gets a throw bait, but is not confirming the combo. Is too scared of getting burst. Fuzzy gets punished for it though. Great block from Gavin. Oh, this is inbone. This goes through it. Great counter play from Shock Jock. Gavin gets a 6P though. Left, right. Gets a backdash caught. Great comeback from Gavin.
Yeah, if you let him, Gold Lewis will absolutely run away with the round. Holy. That did
very good.
He did so much damage. Holy.
Yeah, that did. But very good counterplay from Shock Jock using Megalomania's invuln to go just straight through the laser super.
Yeah.
You drain all the security gates and his meter.
That kind of reminds me of, who was it? Who was the Faust player that posted them doing gold burst through?
I'm not sure. I remember Skulltuggers.
Skulltuggers definitely has. I don't know if
he hasn't done the gold
original
burst.
poster, but
he slipped on a banana peel to go through.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Gavin is looking like he has a lot of momentum on the side now.
Yeah,
oh my god, Gavin is on set point already.
Oh my god, this character does so much damage. So much damage.
I didn't even notice what the interactions were in neutral.
Yeah, no.
JD is gonna come in and steal an interaction. That was a very scary burst. Stroke under the Thunderbird, throw punish the JD. You're doing it too high. OS backdash with 6H. It's gonna be a high damage combo. But Gavin has deflect shield and super PRC. Gonna put you through the wall again. We're just gonna be generating a lot of resources on both sides. Hopefully Shock Jock can get burst. Super PRC.
Super PRC. This is a dangerous spot for Shock Jock. Just has that,
and that is gonna take it. YRC gets baited off the 2P. Very good comeback from Gavin.
Wow. Yeah.
Shock Jock was looking very strong in the beginning there, but Gavin made the correct adjustments.
Gavin locked the fuck in?
Yeah. Gavin started representing a lot more JD, and it looks like Shock Jock could not find the reliable answer.
Yup. JD, what a move.
What a move. Very good from Gavin.
Who do we got next? It's fair?
It's fair.
What are we saying?
Honestly, I might be inclined to agree.
What do you mean? No! No! We are not. I'm not allowing. Look. Pariah is out today doing production. I will not allow this talk to happen. Not.
Look, the thing with Gold Lewis is there's always an answer.
What do we mean?
Gold Lewis doesn't have anything that's like unfuckwithable. It's always interactable. It's just not in your favor.
There's no way.
It's just not in your favor, but it is all interactable. It's definitely all interactive. Especially if you FD. But the reward, you might say, is unfair. But the offensive RPS itself is not that bad. You don't factor in the reward.
Alright, CPU, I'm firing you.
What do you mean? I'm not even employed.
Who do we got next? It was I'm sorry, Pariah. You said it in chat. Now I can't find it. SQ versus the winner of Chillin' and Juno up next. Okay. Is that set still going? It is still going. Okay. We got some time to kill.
Okay, behemoth cancels are actually interactable though. Wait, now we're just spreading misinformation.
Wait, are they?
Yeah, you can backdash. You can backdash all of them on reaction.
All right.
Okay, the only one you can't backdash is a gapless one. But then at that point, you're not reacting to it. So like.
The opposite of a feels player. I love it. Pariah, we are not encouraging this behavior right now.
Yeah, no, I remember when security cancels came out, I was labbing a little bit against them, and I was like, oh, you can backdash.
That makes sense, yeah. I'm just giving you a
Me when I have a true string 248 into 268, and I'm plus a gazillion. Which one's 248? Let me check this again.
Down, up. Down, up, back.
You don't get it. You gotta let us complain about the characters without labbing against them.
That's what I'm saying.
Fun. That's no
what
fun.
I'm saying. Lovebound gets it. Lovebound gets it.
See, the character you actually have to complain about is Rambleball. Because even when you do lab, you realize it doesn't matter.
I'm not gonna lie. I've gone against that character with Kai, and oh my god. That matchup was bad before, but holy, it's not great right now.
Wait, let me see what BTs you said though, because I'm pretty sure that one is
486.
248 into 48 into 486. That's not a true string.
Just react, smile.
Yeah, that's not a true block string. You can backdash that one. It's low into the plus overhead. Wait, is that low? Wait, was I looking at the wrong BTs? 246. Or wait, 248? Wait, I might be looking at the wrong BTs.
Oh my god.
Wait, okay. Yeah, the slow overhead is that's 486. Right? The low. Okay, yeah, the low end of the overhead is gapless, but like that's not too scary. You can react to it. Again, you beat BT cancels because they're reactable, and you can answer them all. Like you can backdash them. Like, what you do is you're probably like, you hold down back, you react to if the overhead is coming out, and then you backdash everything else with a specific timing. It's not easy, but it's a guaranteed answer to all of them. It's just a lot of practice needed.
We're getting Juno versus SQ, so it's going to be Ramlethal versus Abba. That should be fun.
Ramlethal versus Abba, or maybe Elfelt, because I know SQ does have an Elfelt.
That's true.
And I think you can do the thing.
You can do the thing? What?
What thing?
I can do the thing. Whoa, what thing? Are we thinging it?
Oh, what if you're not plus on successful backdash? Normal mode Abba. I don't know.
You're cooked.
Yeah, you might be cooked. I don't know. That matchup seems bad.
If CPU doesn't know, you might be cooked.
If you're minus when you're right, that might be a problem. But hey, at least you're not holding guard crush offense. That's hey, you can take that as a victory.
Who's gonna tell him? Love and Turmoil. What move is that? I know that's an ABBA move. Which one is it?
Love and Turmoil is not a move.
Is it not? I swear.
It's not. It's not.
Am I gaslighting myself? I am. It's not a move. What the fuck?
The closest is the yeah. It sounds like a move. Because I'm unemployed. Come on, you didn't have to say that. Okay. Juno is coming in, catching SQ's backdash, forcing SQ to burst early. SQ is extending the pressure with the JH. Going under the H sword toss, getting opened up by the overhead. Abba is a very momentum-based character, so we're gonna break the wall. We don't have much JR to play with now, So we're either going to be aggressive or we are going to get forced out into normal mode. And this is exactly where you do not want to be. Through the wall with a super with no jealousy gauge. This is very bad. But you could make it work with a reversal super of some kind. And that's exactly what we see on the rock reset. You get supered and you take them down. Both characters have burst. Could go either way here.
Most of the 5H doesn't quite work out. Now you're stuck in a
56k is respected.
Gets the hard knockdown with Rekka, and now we're standing out the sword.
Rock to extend pressure. That wasn't quite meaty. Delayed sword toss to catch the dash under. Okay, you have no sword as Ramlethal. This is going to be very difficult to play around now.
Okay,
with the Rekka, 2K, 2P key grab, gap this. With punish with bar slash, we're going to go into RC to break the wall here. No, we are resetting. Strike throw 50-50s. That's an interesting thing in the matchup. The uninstall animation nullifies that 50-50. I be the Rekka. That is the counterplay to the Rekka streak.
Oh, unfortunate.
I'm assuming they tried to 6P.
Yeah.
That 510. Yeah. It did not work.
Did not work. Okay, it goes right.
This is another matchup that I have played a decent bit. Again, because I don't want to fight this character as fast.
Right,
and
yeah.
There's certain interactions that Abba can kind of try to skew into her favor by, like, just representing certain options. Like, you see those 2-1-4Ks, you see the punish on the 5H with bar slash. Yeah. Abba has certain tools that can be used to contest against Ramlethal. But in general, until you get into JR, it is going to be very difficult to get anything done. And that's exactly what we're going to see here. Ramlethal has bar, both swords. Abba has no jealousy gauge. Text the throw. We're not going to be punishing the far slash. Knockdown. In the corner.
Yeah,
waiting for the torch to come back. Here. Sit outside of her range. Take your turn. Punish the 5H with 2K. We're getting a grab.
Holy.
Tried to back to PFC. Hits the Rekka. No. This is so unfortunate. We're not taking a mix-up here, though. It's going to be very difficult to come back from. Potentially get a parry on a rock. Very low health, though.
Yeah.
Looks like SQ is trying to chip out, hits the backdash. Probably a messed up dash block. 19 seconds left on the clock. Time was going to start to become an issue there. Pretty soon.
SQ understood that at that point,
there's not much for Abba to do.
Yeah, she did not need to do anything. She could just hang back and let Juno hang themselves.
Yeah, it was just like 5H. Abba doesn't have a good answer to it. Far slash rock. Abba doesn't have good answers to any of that without either the health to RPS or just resources. And 5K is going to hit the 236K, and we're going to be in the corner defending against the stagger to build resources.
I like that burst in particular because Juno waited till SQ used up her sword and then bursted, and Ram doesn't have that resource.
But now Ram has every other resource she needs, and even though you got into JR, you didn't have enough to safely contest, and now you're going to have to be on the back foot still because of that.
Yep.
So people talk about burst into JR like it's some kind of terrible thing, but unless Abba has gotten a hit before, usually it's you're forcing her hand rather than she's getting advantage.
Yep. Okay, so sending Juno through the wall, rethinking the Ramster. I like that.
214K under the 5H plus on block 236K. 5H lands. We're getting a very damaging combo. We're gonna reset the resources with a hard knockdown.
Okay. Now there's potential for a mix-up here. Runs forward, goes into the backdash. JH, I believe.
Yes. J214K is going to catch the anti-air, but 236S canceled into super. There's not much you can do about that. You have to respect.
For sure.
But now Juno doesn't have burst, so next hit is going to be very decisive. And there it is.
Big 2-3-6.
Dash cancel to keep up offense. And now you're on the back foot. You're going through the wall. Not with super though. So you have a chance here. We're going to be doing key super. It hits the back dash. We're going to go into a fuzzy setup on block. Very difficult to contest.
Ooh, what
fuzzy break gets supered. Which is going to be a lot of damage.
Unskilled super damage.
Now you are gone out of JR, and you have to respect this. We're going to be throwing the sword. Probably. No. Waiting to get the resources out of ABBA, and then we're just going to run.
Yep. Yeah, SQ doesn't have to do anything here. Can kind of just hang back, and just has to box out Juno.
But with every block normal, we get meter. But that's going to... SQ is going to mess up. Double overhead to seal it with the BRC, though.
Does Swordless 214H not hit OTG?
It might not. I don't know. I think I've seen it hit OTG, though.
It just whiffed right there for that. I need to check out this hitbox. Hang on.
It should still hit OTG, I think.
It just whiffed?
SQ might have mistimed it, though. OTG after throw isn't, like, the easiest execution thing. So
that could have been. It could have just been timing thing.
Yeah.
That hitbox is tiny. I'm looking at it now.
Round start comes out. Both are playing passive.
Yeah. Wow.
Juno gets into JR. You get burst out of it though, and you're forced back into normal mode, or else you're gonna lose the rest of your JR. Ramafal can freely approach, but not when you're minus. Key grab. You have a full bar of JR and in meter to work with. Tries to catch the high block with 2H. But it doesn't work. But overhead 2p6k ends up coming in. Next hit is death for SQ. You're gonna get super here maybe. Fuzzy break with the land 2k. This is gonna kill. But you still don't have burst this next round.
That's true.
Feeling very similar to last game, where the same situation happened. So next hit is going to be very decisive.
Wow.
Triggers the parry and cancels. Gets punished for doing Wild Assault. Anti-air 2S punishes the flex shield with JH. This is looking like it's going to be Juno's round. Messes up the combo, but you have the meter to just reset everything. Blocks the fuzzy. Doesn't matter though. This is probably going to take it.
Gets all of that JR back.
Not
and
quite.
Just has to win one more interaction.
Wild Assault to start offense. The sooner you can start offense against JR ABBA, the better. But you do have to deal with
immediate YRC in the throw.
Okay. Neither character has resources, and the mash out takes it. SQ probably went for throw and mistimed it through the animation.
Yep. Hi, Leaf. ABBA might be my favorite character to watch. ABBA's a really cool character to watch. She's one of the more interesting ones to watch. I like paying attention to how holy, my allergies are acting up. I like to pay attention to how her players work around her her JR, her Maroha gauge. I like watching the meter management that comes along with that. Holy, these allergies.
Jeez, I feel that. All right. Juno has taken a game. Let's see if she can make the comeback. Very swing heavy from SQ right now. Anti-air 2 is canceled in the uninstall. We're gonna take this hit. This isn't the worst hit to take in the world, but gets the throw baited. We're going into JR now. Doro, RC. We're just keeping it gapless.
Okay.
Oh, this is very bad for Juno.
Holy.
Oh, RC back actually could have gotten the punish, but second guessed the approach. Oh, gets hit by the low. Probably expecting tap dust.
Don't mind me. I'm gonna die for a second. I'll be right back.
You're all good. Juno getting put in the corner. Strike throw 50-50s. Sword toss. We get the jump in JF, but it's not enough to convert. Counter hit 6P on the 2-6K. This is looking very bad for Juno now. No resources at all. SQ is going to secure positive bonus.
Okay, we're
But
back.
Juno has burst. Next hit could determine a lot. SQ gets the hit. You now have to make this work. Picks up off normal hit, meaty 2-3-6K. Going through the wall with a key grab. This could be what Juno needs to get back into this round.
Absolutely. Juno
2D
has to put in a
connect.
little bit of work here. Wow.
Fuzzy, this is
Hit?
going to kill. Very good from Juno.
The super. Abba Jealous Rage super has got to be one of the coolest supers in the game. That was what a well-played
visually and strategically, it is a very interesting super.
Absolutely.
Big
Yeah,
counter hit
super.
2-6K gets to confirm.
Wow.
Counter
Two
poke
S.
with 2S. Very interesting. It is very disjoint horizontally still.
Wow. The
Fuzzy
fuzzy off of
overhead.
226K.
With the PRC, it's looking like an ABBA round. Very strong momentum. 6P lands though. This could be what SQ needs to get momentum back. You cannot interact with it. And now we're out of JR again. You cannot
but gets
grab
the
through
back
that
throw.
though.
Wow.
Delayed
Okay.
close slash to catch a fuzzy mesh. Very good from Juno. We're tying it up 2-2. Very good adjustments.
Okay. Juno putting in a little bit of work. Telling SQ no. We're not ending it 3-0. We're holy lock in, Pariah. Holy lock in.
Yes. Yeah, you can still do the old combo if you can hit them airborne. The nerfed like the normal conversions you get from counter hit 2-6K, where you got it from anywhere at any point. Okay, we're going into install early. We're gonna force SQ's burst out. We're gonna check the approach even with the dwindling JR. We're gonna get counter hit here though. This is a good burst. Ondo is going to catch the backdash. Put you through the wall.
This is a little troublesome for Juno because Juno is out of JR right now.
But you have
any burst.
You have meter to work with, no burst. SQ has positive bonus and is going to be putting you through the wall with super. You're gonna have to look for any kind of opening you can. Fuzzy ends up getting hit with the low.
Alright, SQ on set point right now. Juno has to make something happen here to stay in.
Round start parry, very strong.
Okay,
goes for a shimmy, doesn't work, but the overhead takes it. No super wall break, but this is still very good for Juno. Yep.
Wow, what a jump out of that scenario.
Over, but does not get any kind of punish. We're going to lock down again with the super. Fuzzy break, and that should be the round. We are on set point from both sides. No, we are not.
Yes, we are.
Best is taking it. You never see that from Appa. Set point, and it's dead even on both sides. Very, very curious to see who will win.
Final game, final round.
SQ baiting burst. That could halt momentum that you needed. You're not out of both swords.
Oh no!
No!
Wow! Was spaced too far away for the throw.
Big momentum shift. No JR. Ondo is going to extend. Blocks the tap dust.
DIBFD. Oh my god.
Catch the throw. Now Remelthal does not have pressure. But
doesn't want. Yeah, it doesn't want Remelthal to get that conversion there.
Gets hit low. Gets hit low. This does not kill though.
No.
It's gonna come up to the next hit.
Hey, Juno has one
Juno
more
has
hit to make something happen.
No resources. Air dash back JS takes it though. Very well played from
Air
SQ.
dash back.
Very good adjustments from Juno, but could not quite close it out in the end.
No, yeah, that was an incredible set from both players. Juno
Very,
popped the fuck off. Wow. Okay. Okay, I think I'm no longer dying for now.
Alright.
I think I'm chilling. Oh, up next, it looks like we have King Koa versus Shampoo Goblin.
Ooh, okay.
Is Shampoo Goblin still on Potemkin? I don't imagine they swapped off.
I think maybe, but I think I've seen them on Nagoriyuki as well.
On Nagoriyuki?
Yes.
Holy.
But they might still be on Potemkin. I'm not sure.
Shampoo, my favorite Testament player.
There's no way. What is your problem, Koa? Come on! Why do you hate me? What the fuck?
Damn, we got some haters.
I was gonna root for you to. You know what? No, I'm rooting for Shampoo Goblin. Fuck you.
Damn, damn, damn.
Shows up in the high level test Discord. Man! On Bedman? Wait a minute. Now I'm actually rooting for Shampoo Goblin. Wait, I'm very interested to see this.
Hey, big far slash coming in from King Koa. Kind of just working his way in.
This is a matchup that I know ABBA players really do not like. Because ABBA doesn't have good tools to approach Bedman at all.
Right.
And installing in neutral can lead to a lot of disadvantaged situations. Exactly like this. Where Bedman can just cover every option and then oppress ABBA. We are going to get the super to jail. Optimal conversion for the JR gain. And we could keep momentum. Wild Assault is very scary here though, so you want to be careful. JH is taking momentum back. Does this hit? No. We're just getting a turn back. I think that was an attempted super from King Koa. This is going to punish the projectile to trade, but we have a knockdown for Koa. Mix-up does not hit, but throw!
Wow.
On the 214K, very good.
Okay.
Parry on round start. That must be a hedge against bar slash.
Yeah, both of them went for a somewhat defensive play round start. Resulted in a very funny whiff, and now
very good jump over the 236H. We're gonna have to block 236S. Re-jump pressure. Low is blocked. And now we're playing 236H RPS. We're going into install in neutral. As I said, this can be very bad, but it scores the counter hit. RCs gets a throw punish on the 2K. Shampoo Goblin is getting a fully charged 236H here. Next hit will probably hit. Relentless lockdown. But you jump out, and we get the throw. OTG2H to build. JR blocks the super, and we're resetting in the corner. This does not quite kill, but this is very bad for Shampoo Goblin.
Yeah.
You only have deflect shield, which is very predictable. Donzai coming into anti-air. Donzai again to catch the challenge. Very good from Koa.
This monster hitting different. No, yeah, those 214K resets into throws we're kind of messing with Shampoo Goblin a little bit. I wonder if we'll see any challenges coming up for those scenarios specifically. Holy, I'm dying. Holy, I did not account for allergies.
Happens.
Okay, round start.
Tries to get the anti-air 2S, but it does not work against Bedman 2S. You have to use different kinds of anti-airs against that. Plus frames caught Shampoo mashing. Backdash to 236K, but you're still plus. It's not much to do. Going for strike throw. We have JR plus on block 236K setup. Parries the dart. Anti-air with JD. We're getting supered out of 236K though. Anti-air with JS, very good from Koa. 2P is baited and punished. 2K catches the backdash, you get a reset on the pressure and take the round. Koa is looking very, very good right now.
Yeah.
Counter hit far slash will give Bedman the corner pressure though. Counter hit JS. 5K, 5K, 5K. Keep the route stable. 236S RC. We're going in for a jump. Gets the overhead, but does not get the conversion. Trades on the 236H, gets a conversion. Goes back into the lockdown. A little knowledge check there. You could have interrupted that needle even on hit because the bomb did not come out. 2D catches the backdash. 5P catches the 236K. This is probably going to be it. Drops a combo with 2H. It's a normal Bedman player.
But doesn't quite work out.
Even if you lose this round as Koa, you did get the burst, so I'm not too mad. Counter hit 236H. Okay, 6P into spin. This could be very bad for Koa. As out of JR. No fear challenging with 5H. Does not get the confirm though. We're back. Gets hit by the overhead. Drops it again in the same way.
236H.
This could be big. Going through the wall. No, resetting the corner for the corner position.
Yeah, it doesn't want to be neutral. Just wants the pressure.
Gets the hit on her. There's no damage on this, but positional advantage. And this could be the momentum Koa needs to shake this. No throw punish on the 236K. 2S confirmed. That should take it.
Ooh, gets reset
combo,
by the far slash.
But far slash ends up hitting me and 2. Very interesting to see Shane Poo Goblin play Bedman. Not a character I'd expect them to go to. We might see a switch to Axel here for the matchup counter pick.
Does Axel do that well versus Bedman?
Yes.
I see. That would make
Axel
sense.
does beat Bedman.
Oh, we're sticking to the ABBA.
We're sticking to the ABBA. Okay. Probably a matchup comfort thing then, because Koa is likely much more experienced in this matchup.
Oh, absolutely.
We're seeing a lot of specific interactions come in that you would only really get if you played the matchup. Buries the Wild Assault! Such a read! 236K is blocked. Ooh, clash! But Koa ends up winning it for 236S. Very fast move. Break the wall with a super. You do not want to beat Bedman in this situation. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, big 236.
Break the wall with the damage super, and that's going to take the round. Coming out swinging with a very fast round.
God, that super's so cool.
It is very cool. I love seeing it every time. 5H whips.
5H.
We're in the zoning. We're now trying to parry to get some JR. Maybe make something happen through neutral. Force Bedman to commit. But it looks like Shampoo Goblin is staying consistent to the zoning plan. Taking 60% in zoning damage.
Wow,
6P to anti-air.
Shampoo Goblin.
We're going to extend the pressure for as long as possible to just drain out the JR. Gets the hit. Whiffs the 236 count on backdash to a still plus. Key grab comes through. Gets air-to-aired by the needle. Baits the 6P and gets a big punish. Stagger pressure with far slash. Mini soul far slash. Super comes in and is going to seal the round though. Right up in the Koa's feet. Big 6P
coming in from King Koa. Into the far slash. Getting the full conversion. Getting all that JR back.
TK key grab for the optimal conversion. And
TK key grab was sick.
Big air-to-air. This should kill. Baits the burst. There's not much you can do there with Shampoo Goblin. Very difficult situation. Absolutely. Very momentum-based character with ABBA. And once you get the momentum, it's hard to stop. It's very difficult to stop.
Sometimes you're just in the ABBA blender, and there's not much you can do. Sometimes you just have to endure.
It requires very smart burst play.
Absolutely, yeah. Hi, Astral.
We're gonna stick it out with the Bedman.
Sticking it out on the Bedman, yeah. Instead of Potemkin, I think that's so interesting, especially with how strong Potemkin is right now.
And also, I remember seeing them playing the OEG, so it looks like they're going through a bunch of characters right now.
That would make sense.
I do like them sticking with Bedman. Gets the parry on the 2H. Install off the 2d6 K, and this looks like to be a very good situation for Goa. Punish. Optimal conversion, high damage. Back into the key grab. The momentum is on Koa's side.
Look at all that JR Koa's getting back.
Bonsai to try and catch a maneuver like Finn, and this is gonna take it. Link into super.
King Koa. Back grab, those counter hit confirms.
Point. Koa is a player that has very good confirms for awareness for confirms. There we go. Speaking of, I can't do that on commentary. Has very good awareness for their hit confirms, and it leads to them having more opportunities than most average you'd see. Right?
Yeah.
Side swap with the 236S. Did not want that up, assuming. That's just a backdash. We're gonna get a JR restock. This looks very good for Koa, but a White Wild Assault could take this. Could shift the momentum.
Yeah, tries to backdash away from the explosion range, but can't quite get out.
Let's burst back into the corner. You do not want Koa getting momentum, but the anti-air 2S comes out. Very difficult for Goodman to play around.
I love the
no throw punish. No throw punish on the 236K. We are getting mixed here. Throw is going to come in. Another mix-up. One more hit from both sides to seal it. Will this kill on the OTG? No. But the trade on meaty close slash. We'll take
King
it.
Koa
Very
takes
good.
That 3-1 over Shampoo Goblin.
Very good from Koa. Very good.
All right.
All right.
15-minute break.
Gives me enough time to get a water.
Mm-hmm. moving into the first set of top 8, we got Jack versus King Koa. Now, we just saw King Koa go against Shampoo Goblin in a pretty good set, Bedman versus Abba. But now we're going to see how they do versus the Happy Chaos. What do you think of this matchup, CPU?
This matchup is very generally, people say it is like very HC favored. It's very hard for Abba to like just get established, really, because Happy Chaos has so much variation in what he can do. Zoning, rush down with punishment, and it all leads to like a looping situation that Abba cannot easily escape. But HC is potentially one of the worst characters in the game on defense against Abba specifically, because he has no good mash options against what Abba does. So it brings the feast or famine out in Abba. That's for them.
Absolutely. Now, yeah, the deal with Abba is give her less options to get back resource, and you're chilling. Or less chances to get back resource, and you're chilling. Like right now, Abba is not really getting any chance to get a hit in or go into Jealous Rage or anything. There goes the burst bait. Jack quickly takes that round. Yeah.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if I see Koa switch to Axel for a more stable pick. But that matchup has its own problems, and be interesting to see how Jack would try to adjust. But we're gonna have to see.
Bracket running behind to just call Jack. Actually have not taken a look at top 8 yet.
Looks like we're getting the Axel counter pick.
Axel counter pick.
Matchup, I would say, is definitely better than Abba.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't tell you who's advantage. I don't know enough about Axel. But it's a lot more comfortable in neutral in most cases. But it's probably worse on defense because it's less volatile. Your reward for being red is not good.
Right, yeah.
And
Axel
even
takes
then,
more damage, has it's kind of hard to say which one's the better mash option between Axel 2K and Abba 2T, but
I think based on interactions would be 2K, but reward will definitely be 2K. Like, Jack is coming in with the fuzzy mix-up, and it's too overwhelming to consistently defend them. So we're going to have to see some kind of adjustment from Koa if we're going to see them get through. But the air dash coming in to beat Rainwater after the...
Okay, gets crossed up by roll. Quick concentration, refill those resources, gets the next hit. Into the super, wants these bullets back, gets all this damage. Hard knockdown, positive bonus. Jack is eating good right now.
Throw, RT, this should kill. Guts Crush super. Jack is coming in with so much momentum.
Yeah, Jack is looking unstoppable right now. I wonder if we'll see another character swap, or if King Koa is gonna stick to the Axel.
No matter what, it's going to be very difficult to make a reverse 3-0 with either of these characters. So...
Oh, for sure. No, yeah, King Koa is fighting an uphill battle here, and especially versus Jack of all people. They have their work cut out for them.
Potentially the best player in North America.
Yeah, actually though, yeah. Okay, quick little far slash. Yetsy, oh. Jack hit. Yeah. Okay, big anti-air 5P.
It's RNG shot, but it doesn't lead to anything. It's very bad spacing there. Now we have Axel corner pressure. This is something that is pretty underrated for the most part. That has to burst. That was going to be a very high damage combo considering the risk and corner position.
Yeah.
No confirm on 2H. 5P anti-airs.
Yeah, King Koa being very not really rushing in too much, just sending in those pokes, kind of pestering Jack right now, until finally they get the big hit.
Very good from Koa.
Backdashes through the JS, funnily enough. Goes for the anti-air. Tornado doesn't do much in the HC matchup.
You get hit by the cross-up. into the tap dust. We're gonna be going through the wall with a super here.
Big super gets the hard knockdown, has full
Koa.
ammo now. Nearly has burst. Wow.
Big anti-air. Grab.
What a throw coming in from Koa.
Yes.
Okay, gets the 2S. Oh. Wow. Runs all the way under so that JH doesn't hit and gets the cross-up close slash anti-air.
Would be the last chance for Koa to get back into this.
Yeah,
Makes the
Koa
gunshot whiff with the air movement.
Mm-hmm.
Very important thing to do in this match. Jack tries to bait burst. You don't see that too often from Jack.
No.
Gets the jump.
Okay. Sets out Rensen, gets the hit. Tap dust. Okay, gets the ID back JS into the air snail. Oh, 5P whiffs. What an air throw from King Koa.
Great air throw. Taking a game, potentially, could bring this back.
That's Gap. King Koa locked in.
King Koa is locked in.
My replay broke. Oh no.
No. Unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Round start, immediate curse, but the 2H says otherwise. Gets the 2D knockdown into the concentration refill. Okay. Yup, negative on block. Wow.
Going into the...
save?
I think so. Going into Deus Ex Machina. Full resource regain. Tried to go for a shimmy, didn't really work out, but probably gonna take it with this Deus Ex Machina here. Jack is on set point.
Jack is on set point. Okay, round start far slash into tries to charge a tornado, but Jack knows better. Mashes right out of that.
Very good reactions from Jack. Another shimmy attempt doesn't quite work, but the left right makes it look hit. Another left right. This is very hard to defend against now. But almost out of concentration, he could get out. Finally gets a hit, and this could be a big momentum shift.
Yeah, gets the 2K2D into the tornado set. Wow, what a low. Doesn't quite confirm off of it though. Sets out another tornado, but gets smoked by steady aim. Okay, the wire seat into the back throw. Oh, good backdash from Jack. Oh, no ammo, but gets counter hit by gun flip.
Very well played from Koa. Very good adjustments, but couldn't quite get it early enough in the set to where you could halt Jack's momentum in the long run.
For sure, for sure.
Very good from Koa. Very good from Jack. Very good set.
Very good set. But yeah, the moment King Koa started picking it up on the axle, I started getting excited.
Yeah. Alright, we have Gavin versus SQ coming up.
Gavin versus SQ. Ramlethal versus Gold Lewis. What do you think of this matchup?
I've heard conflicting things on this matchup, so I have no idea.
I imagine it's very steamrolly.
Yeah, you'd expect that, but like, obviously neutral would be pretty bad for Gold Lewis. Just like the buttons, you just can't get around them. Yeah, that's cute. Anti-air and Gold Lewis.
I like the check with Skyfish.
And then just like running him down. One thing you have to abuse against Gold Lewis is that his defense is not really good.
Right, yeah. And Ramlethal does a good job of that, presumably.
Yeah, very good job of that. Looping Guard Crush. Gold Lewis doesn't really have an option against that until you get Reader. It's going to be a fuzzy. Good block on the fuzzy. We're going to have to block another. Did not block that one though, unfortunately.
Okay, with the 2S round start, with the 684. Yes, the 5K extension into the 214H.
Looking at a burst though, no wall break. Remothal with no swords, got the S sword back. Block the mix up. Overhead. This is huge damage. We're not opting for a wall break, we're opting for drone OP, and this should take it. No BT OPG, but slash hits.
Yup. Alright, round start. They're both gonna back off. Play something defensively. Doesn't want to overcommit to anything. Quick little whiff punish from SQ.
They don't want to bet. They don't want to bet the farm off the gate because it seems to be a matchup where neither wants to block that much. But
right.
Gavin in the corner having to deal with these looping fuzzies.
Oh, the double overhead. Dashes out of the block string. Oh, sets out drone. Wow.
Remothal JH.
Ramlethal JH. Okay, good deflect shield. Yup, has to block the fuzzy mix. And that'll be SQ taking game 1.
Very good showing from SQ.
Kirbio, hello. Welcome, welcome. You woke up from nap? Hell yeah. How was the nap? You're sticking around, right? You should stick around. You should watch this tournament. Your replay's still broken. No! Okay. Both are playing a very careful neutral. They're very scared of the other winning.
Wild Assault gets a knockdown and secures a corner position for Gavin.
Yeah, gets the 6 feet into Daro. Tries the shivvy, doesn't quite work out. Okay, big 6 feet from Gavin. Into the low. That must have been a misinput.
That must have been a misinput, Morobato. There's no other thing that could have been.
That must have been a misinput, Morobato.
Tried to get a pickup off the Daro. You could do that at some heights of 60, but it wasn't close. Big low hit, lots of damage. Great OP. Again, corner position for Gavin. But situation's getting to a first.
Mid-screen cross up. Gets the throw. Oh, tries to go for another shivvy. Blocks the tap dust.
Gets whiff punished on the 5P. Very good punish from SQ.
The wait after Red RC felt so disrespectful. Okay, big
counter hit.
624. 684 knockdown. Okay, big burst coming out.
No matter what, you're going to have a resource advantage, even going into this next round.
Backdash BRC. Yup, extending this as far as possible. Gets the wall break into the kill.
But Gavin could take this with a burst advantage.
Okay,
and there's the stuff.
Right, well, so gets the throw. Yup, hit. Standard Gold Lewis pressure.
Fuzzy overhead is blocked, but it's all still plus.
Oh. Wow, SQ's patience is insane. Okay, goes for Skyfish. Both drone and drone disappears. Gets the 2K2D into 684 knockdown.
Into the cross up Behemoth to take the game.
Into the cross up Behemoth. Holy, these allergies are popping back up.
Happens.
Happens. Okay, round start. Gets hit counter hit by 5K. No conversion though.
Clash.
That clash was silly. Okay. 3 throws.
Yes. Looking very bad for Gavin now. Not enough health to work with. And no resources.
Gets hit by the low into Morto Bato. No sword, so not too much damage. Wow. This was a Ramleth all around.
Coming in with a perfect. Big JD to come in and take momentum back, though.
Okay, big conversion using the burst coming out from Gavin. Wow,
And
sends
not
out drone, but
interrupted.
yeah, SQ just did not care. Goes for the overhead.
Big
Into
throw
the...
coming in. Another throw. Backdash BRC to escape. Hold a mix up. Left, right. That's very difficult to block. Strike throw. This could be the round. Looks like it. That's cute. Coming up.
Holy.
2-1.
2-1. SQ's favor. I'm gonna mute real quick and get these sneezes out of my system. Be right back.
Fair enough. Alright. Coming on round start. Gavin is swinging immediately, getting whip punished for it, and having to get up. That is not where you want to be at the start of game 4. And especially not in the corner defending 50-50 like you are right now. Use burst just to keep momentum. Keep Gold Lewis right where you want him. Great block on the tap dust, but it won't be enough. Now you have to guess for round. YRC gets matched on. Alright, SQ is on set point. Gets a great 6P on JD and a shimmy. Very good. Going through the wall. Gavin does have burst though.
Okay, big charge dust confirmed. Into the wall splat. Gets more Dobato. Hard knockdown, positive bonus. What more could you ask for?
Super PRC escape. BT cancel to try and catch aggression does not work. We're now down resources. This is not looking good.
Forcing the burst out of Gavin. Wow,
Gets the knockdown with the drone. Great block on the left-right. Rumfault does not have swords available though, so we're free to approach.
What a JD.
Big hit. Overhead connected. We're getting a wall break.
We are churning today.
Oh, that almost killed.
Look at that damage.
Oh, and that should be it. Very good from SQ.
SQ takes that set 3-1. Let's see. Holy. SQ, what's your... Not SQ, CPU, what's your favorite Strive track?
Definitely Alone Infection. It's what got me into the game.
Is it?
Yeah, it's the whole reason I started playing.
That's crazy. Alone Infection is probably not my most favorite. Probably on the lower end for me.
Oh no.
I'm a basic bitch. I like Subhuman Self. I like obviously I'm gonna like Roar the Spark. Astro, what did you send me? Um. I like Where the Spark a lot. I think Extras is really good. It's not exactly a strive track per se, but Six Black Heaven's Guns, banger. And then Freak PU on comms. That's crazy. That is crazy. Go my posturelings, Avarice. What are we doing?
Are you kidding me, Reggie? Come on! What is your problem?
What is your issue?
I should have never lost that first to 10. I should have never lost that first to 10. No!
Wait, did you... Who does Reggie play?
Bedman.
Bedman. Look, listen, if it were me, I personally would not have lost to Bedman.
I got hit with JS one too many times. That's all I'm gonna say. See, PU, because she smells. Shut up.
Oh my god. Y'all don't know her, Freak? Low-key freakier than Mocha.
Now, where are you getting this information from? What are you saying?
All that.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright. Coming in with Lane versus Yo-Yo Master. Okay. This matchup is probably very interesting, considering, like, Milia's movement is probably, like, very overwhelming for Bridget to deal with. But Bridget also has some very strong anti-airs, and Milia's defense is not very good at all. So it's just probably like trying to swat a mosquito out of the sky, but you don't kill the mosquito as soon as you hit it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be probably very annoying for Bridget to get fully started and to escape from Milia.
For sure.
But Yo-Yo Master is coming in with a 2K 2D.
Yeah, gets the second rolling movement into the low. Wow, what a 2H. Ready for the jump in. Yeah, catches the fuzzy low block. What a...
That's a Clash OS. Yes.
Yeah.
Very good from Lane.
Okay, 6H into super, takes that game.
I'm surprised.
That's a game already?
That was fast.
Low damage pixie character, by the way.
Curious to see what adaptations Yo-Yo Master can make here.
Okay, gets the 60. Oh, doesn't get the T. Well, I'm assuming that was TK something.
Yeah, either it's TK something or they simply they might have misinput an FD break too.
Okay. Jumps right over. Oh my god, Millie is so fast.
Both players going into danger off of being very, like, non-engaging with their movement. But Yo-Yo Master gets a throw. Going into the mix-up. Great block from Wayne.
Yeah, Bar Slash is fast, but not quite that fast. He's able to get thrown out of it. Gets the overhead into the full conversion, drops the combo, but has Yo-Yo set up. Plus unblock Scooter. Reset into reverse Yo-Yo toss. Oh, counter hit. Yeah, JH hits the 6P on the way down. Gets the hit into the knockdown. 6H into super. Wow.
Oh
mix.
my god, the mix.
That is mix. Press 1 if you got hit, chat room.
I'm hitting one every time.
Alright, TK2D on the whip punish too. Gets the JS into the close slash. Okay, gets the hit with the 2S. Doesn't quite get too much off of it, but now has corner positioning.
Doesn't get the punish on the haircut. William after being very tricky with movement, trying to match Milia's pace. Goes for the high-low 50-50 and lands it. This is going to be a lot of damage. Very difficult situation for William Master.
I like the way Lane opts to use Blue Wild Assault or Super instead of going into Hair Card to get that true Disc-Oki.
Yes. And went for the cross-up Artemis to also seal it. Very safe mix-up.
Yep.
Very safe. Can also be used to bait throws, because that is a very common answer to Mirage.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay. Moving into this round, Lane making good use of Capel. Doesn't want to be too predictable on their air movement. Okay.
Gets a DP bait. This is huge for Lane. We're gonna secure even more momentum. Super wall break. This is not looking good for Yo-Yo Master.
That is so much damage.
Something low damage character.
Yeah, goes for safe Oki there. Really safe Oki there.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Okay.
Alright. Lane is on set point now. Yo-Yo Master is gonna have to fight to survive.
Lane makes me want to play Milia. This is messed up. Here. What a jump with the jump hands?
Some people in here may know my opinion from Milia. But Yo-Yo Master coming in and stealing some turns.
Yeah,
Using
it's
RC
time.
to set up 50-50s. Gets the anti-air with rolling movement. Doesn't quite get a good enough knockdown for a reset though. TK Bad Moon off the Blue Wild Assault. Very hard to block. Safe jump. Cross up Capel. Go through wall Artemis.
Okay. Gets hit by the yo-yo. Wow, gets clipped by Scooter. Is that dead? It is.
Duel 3.
Yo-Yo Master is not quite out of this yet.
No, not at all.
Definitely
This
still
could be
some time to
anyone's
left.
game here. We're down numbers, but it's okay. Has corner positioning and momentum. Never mind. Gets thrown. Okay, big confirm into Disc-Oki.
Gets
Wow,
hit
what
on a
was
left
that?
right. And that should be enough. No chance to burst. Lane takes it 3-0. Very strong.
What do you mean that was same side?
Milia wins.
I don't know. This Milia character.
Very difficult character to deal with, especially.
This character is what I like to call fake bad.
Yeah. That character is what I like to call broken, but we don't talk about my biases here. Those in the chat may know, but
If you know, you know.
yeah. I have aired my grievances of this character's design many times. But that's probably just me being bad at the matchup.
To be honest, me too. I am not a Milia fan. But it is cool that we got to see Lane come out and show what she can do. Lane is very talented with Milia. She's talented on the sticks. So we're waiting on the winner of Juno And as soon as Start GG starts to load, we're waiting on the winner of Shampoo Goblin and Juno. So either Bedman or ABBA. 2 millions in top 8? That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Hashtag noticing.
Hashtag noticing.
Where'd the bet at? What do you mean?
Oh, Reggie, Shampoo Goblin is playing Bedman. And Shampoo Goblin has to fight Juno to get into top 8.
Didn't they play already? Who did we see Shampoo Goblin versus?
Koa.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, that
I'm
makes
seeing
sense.
Star GG. It looks like Juno won the set and is in top 8, having to fight Juno.
Holy. Two ABBAs in top 8? Alright.
Noticing.
Noticing. We need to do something about these champions. Alright, so for now we got Jack versus SQ.
Alright.
I wasn't told we were
Matchup that I have heard Jack doesn't like with Happy Chaos.
Ramlethal? I can imagine. Not
I could
not having
definitely-
the greatest defense versus Ramlethal isn't good. And also,
And also
Ramlethal kind
normals.
of outperforms Chaos in the mid-range at the very least.
And with how devastating it is to lose mid-range against Ramlethal, I can understand not wanting to have to play a matchup like that.
Absolutely. Holy, these allergies. I keep talking about them, but oh my god, they're just there.
Yeah.
Alrighty. HC versus Ramlethal.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Counter hit
Crossfire-
5H to
early-
start.
Early counter hit, forcing Jack's burst. You can't pull the gun out at any of these ranges. Jack
No,
is
not at
air
all.
dashing. Very difficult. Going through the wall of the super. This is looking very bad for Jack.
Yeah, Jack at a health deficit and at the burst deficit. Okay, another wall break for SQ. Gets the hard knockdown, gets the hit. Wow, quick little perfect to start off for SQ.
Again,
Okay.
seeing why Jack may not like this matchup.
For sure. Big far slash coming out from Jack into the full conversion. This is presumably a wall break. Gets concentration back and restocks on bullets. Okay. PK stagger pressure.
Yes.
Yeah, backs off.
Ramlethal JH, the eternal normal. Getting a corner for Ramlethal. And now you have to contend with her defensive options.
Do you remember
There's
when
great.
Ramlethal JH was better than it is right now?
Yeah.
When it was actually the unfuckwithable normal?
I mean, it is right now, to be honest. But
Yeah.
great defense from SQ blocking the roll. You don't have any bullets. You have to be very careful.
No bullets. Alright, gets the gunshot. Has 3 bullets in the chamber. Take big throws.
YRC coming out from Ramlethal. Back
Gets
throw.
Wow, what a block on the tap dust. Gets the throw. Oh! Wow.
Great offense from Jack. Overwhelming the mental
Yeah.
stack.
Mixing up with that throw. Okay, gets the roll. Doesn't get the throw though. Gets the roll
Very-
instead.
Very interesting to see that Jack didn't go for a normal mix-up there. I wonder why. Mash is out, but SQ has the meter advantage now. Gets a wire seat and gets a back throw. Going to be very hard to escape as Happy Chaos. That could be the start. You have to burst now, though.
Okay, gets the throw. Into the JD, gets deflect shielded. Okay. Para sword toss. Into the other.
Oh my god, the defense from Jack is so good, but the hits by the Ondo taking the game. SQ is up.
There's only so much you can do. What is it, 2-0 for SQ right now?
I think it's 1-0.
Is it 1-0?
That was a very long game.
Damn.
Duel 1.
Okay, sticks out the 5k. They trade.
Trade with the J2K usually isn't Happy Chaos's favor. But maybe not in this scenario because Realmfall has just such good tools for stuffing out HC's game plan.
Absolutely.
Great defense from Jack, consistently defending these strike throw situations. Now, SQ is not going through the wall. Oh no. Jack is in the corner. Back throw.
Blocks the overhead. Backdash gets caught by the gunshot. Wow, what a JP just to check the jump in.
Jack in the corner goes for a shimmy, does not find it though.
Okay.
Gun
Big
flip.
conversion for Jack. What a burst from SQ.
But Jack gets the resources back even though Burst interrupted the super. So Jack was able to play around with that and get a steady in.
Okay. Gets the roll through. 2K2D, gets 2D into the full conversion. Yeah, gets concentration into the super. Gets to enjoy positive bonus now. Gets the hard knockdown. Big fuzzy overhead. Is that dead?
That could be death due to the Dust Crush here.
No, not quite. Yeah, SQ has one more shot to at this game.
Yeah, you have to burst to make that shot worth, and it doesn't
Right
even come
into
through.
it.
Curse
Yeah.
PRC, very difficult to intercept. Alright, Jack ties it up 1-1.
1-2-1. Run straight into the gunshot, goes crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Duel 1.
Alright. Round start, Jack immediately with an empty jump throw. Okay. I did not understand your game, Jack. I didn't realize you were like that.
Jack getting the burst out early. Next hit is very decisive in this next game. And it looks like Jack is going to get it now. SQ is going to have meter here, but nothing much else. This doesn't opt for the air dash after the wall break because it is not a safe jump. But
Jack
it's aggressive anyway.
Yeah, Jack immediately with the momentum shift. It very stark difference from the first game of this set. Wow,
Really
big
optimal
damage.
combo, resources and damage all at the same time.
Okay.
Very low concentration. You have to be careful now. And that's a hit SQ needs.
I like how deep she runs in on the guard crush pressure there to potentially bait out a throw or a mash.
And just couldn't contend with the JH.
Okay.
But J2K offense is coming in. This could be death.
This is
That is
death.
it.
Wow.
Jack is coming back swinging.
Yeah, back up 2-1. Jack's favor. SQ has to make something happen. Or she'll get sent down to the losers bracket.
Mhm.
Rain is so fast, I swear she starts reading before I hit send. How would I do that? Hmm? Pariah, I'm gonna put you into a little box
Duel 1.
and just keep you on my shelf. What do you think of that?
Alright, SQ is spending Wild Assault and gets the corner situation and gets Jack's burst. This could be a good situation for Jack because Ram has no swords.
Yeah, not having swords against HC is pretty bad for Ramlethal. Gets the wall splat into the super. Nearly full resources, has positive bonus. He's gotta get burst.
Ramafal tries to steal momentum back with a wire seed. That's 6p though. And then the backdash is caught with 2S.
That goes right into the super again.
They're not allowing this momentum to leave. And Jack is on set point. Gunflip round start. Interesting. It is 9 frames. Jack is out of concentration. You never see this. But he got it back just in time for the confirm.
Just in time. Gets the super. Hard knockdown.
SQ
Full
is looking
bullets.
very difficult to win here. You don't have burst. No, I mean,
What
you
a
only
throw.
have burst. I'm gonna slow there, my bad. HC with no resources gets shimmied through the wall
Not
with
even-
super. This could be the momentum shift she needed. Wake up 6p! Forces SQ to block, but Jack in the corner with a guard crush now.
The throw.
That SBFC is blocked. Strike throw for the round. And SQ takes it.
Wow.
All right.
SQ locking in, clutching up to get that weight on the round. Okay.
Jack cuts it on with offensive momentum. Shimmy does not quite find it though.
No. Okay, gets the blue wild assault into the back throw. Whole combo. That's so
Position-
funny.
Positional advantage. Wall slumps. We're back to season 2.
Okay.
Run flip into super. This should take it, I think.
No, I don't know.
No.
Easier than I thought, though. Oh my god.
Yeah. I thought I saw some risk on Ramlethal there, so I thought I was gonna kill. Ah,
60.
very difficult to win. Actually,
Yeah.
with max resources. Very good
Yeah.
from Jack. It was not looking good after that first game, but Jack made some
Absolutely.
very good adjustments and was able to reestablish momentum in the middle of the set and then take it from there.
Absolutely. Alright. Now, we got Hiho versus Juno. Have we seen ABBA versus Milia this bracket?
I don't remember.
Hiho, you got this. I believe in you. You got this.
Abba
Simply
Milia.
win.
I would not want to be in your shoes, Hiho. I'm sorry.
I believe in you. You got these. I've actually never seen this matchup played out. I'm not gonna lie. I've only heard horror stories.
It's
Hiho, I'm so sorry, but I'm really excited to see Milia get thrashed.
Oh.
Nah, Hiho, for real though, you got this. I believe in you. Vanstorm didn't even make it in the top 8. Vanstorm's such a good Milia too. Alright. Here we go. Abba versus Milia. As we all know, the matchup of death. Milia players will have you believe this is the worst matchup in the video game.
This is a matchup of doom and despair, from what I hear.
That sounds like an Abba move.
True. But it's one of those kinds of matchups that I think it's kind of similar to Eno Abba, which we were talking about earlier. We didn't end up seeing it, but Eno can make things annoying, right? Baits the throw.
For now, though, Eno's kind of going in on Juno.
Milia can make things like catching her in normal mode very annoying, from what I know and what I've played. But very generally, this will happen a lot. Where didn't quite go as I thought it would, but that close slash catching the jump, like the landing, could have led to a very scary offensive situation.
I gotcha.
And just Milia dies and so fast. But,
I'm sorry, Slayer's theme has got to be one of my favorite tracks in this game. Holy.
yeah, it's such a good theme.
It is definitely one of the best in the game. Wow.
Hiho is coming out with so much momentum now.
Just seems to be always one step ahead. Okay, moving back into it.
Duel 1.
Surprising, Hiho actually won the last game. No,
yeah.
Not kidding though. Hiho played pretty well around Abba's tools, kind of steamrolled. Didn't let Abba get started, which I imagine is the key in this matchup.
But when Abba does get started, it could be very bad. You're trying to Wild Assault to stop JR Abba from running wild, but it doesn't end up working. She's just refreshing herself.
Yeah, gets that
momentum
JR
for
back.
Duna.
Now you have to fight neutral game versus JR Abba. Gets the super into the mix-up. Oh, that's brutal.
Very fast as soon as Milia got locked down.
Yeah. Milia squishy. Abba does a lot of damage. Hey, gets the 2K2D into the disco key. Okay. Wow, baits the burst.
Goodness.
Okay. Overhead. Double overhead. Gets air thrown. What a 6P coming in from Hiho.
Oh my great air throw.
Okay, gets the counter hit into JR. Already has 50% JR. Oh, wow.
Active projectile H disc to keep Abba away.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Okay, whips the 5H. Probably not great versus Milia. Okay, 56k.
Definitely very committal option. In this matchup.
Yeah, Hiho does not want anything to do. Don't scrap with Abba. Keep away. Try to whiff punish. Send out those S discs and play safe is what Hiho's doing right now. Okay.
Trying to keep offense as much as possible. Gets a frame trap.
Okay, IBs the hair car. Goes right into JR.
Great
Almost
punish.
gets the base. 9 frame car slash. Okay. Watch the overhead.
Messes up the air dash refresher.
Gets the overhead. Skill. Not quite 1 HP. You know,
Chipped
Abba does
out.
have that health.
Chipped out with the S disc though. Hiho wanting to keep it safe and taking it.
Iho up 2-0. Milia, despite bad matchups and all, Milia's one of those characters that can kind of just win if you let her. These allergies are killing me. I'm S-Disc posting again. Leave cannot stop me.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Okay.
Great Artemis to go over the approach.
Okay, gets the Artemis. Close slash staggers. I love the JD to catch fuzzy timing. Okay, gets the super. Wow, what a block on the overhead. Big JS coming in. Okay. Yeah, Hiho just running away, waiting out the JR timer. Does not want to deal with it.
Another S disc. Very strong counter poke.
Another S-Disc. Wow, round
6H.
start stage.
Close Slash tried to come out to anti-air, but got counter hit by the JH.
Okay. Into disco.
Bruno
Game.
getting mixed.
Getting mixed. Okay. Wow, what a confirm. Into the disco key. Yeah, too much. Too much.
Hiho played that very well. Comes out 3-0 over Juno.
Three.
Milia wins.
Alright. So we got either Gavin versus Hiho or King Koa versus Lane. Milia favored confirmed. Thank you, Pariah. Someone has to say it. You say it's losing for Milia. However, we just witnessed Hiho 3-0ing Judo. Look, I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm noticing. That's all I'm saying. I seen it with mine own eyes, chat room. King Koa versus Lane. Oh, another Abba versus Milia.
Twice in a row.
Twice in a row.
Mankind new. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright.
Let's see, how does... Koa is playing a lot more defensive against Milia.
Yeah.
Not really opting to swing.
Doesn't really want to overcommit to anything that might lead to them getting steamrolled. Which is... Wow. Is that a cross-up? With Capel?
I think it was the safe side. I'm not sure. I've never seen that setup.
Yeah. Alright.
Very annoying to catch Milia in this situation.
Yeah, I like that King Koa recognized that Lane was just gonna wait out the timer. So King Koa decided to just get out of Jealous Rage.
Yeah, you want to save it to where you have enough to engage later.
Exactly. Wow, catches the backdash.
But doesn't confirm and gets punished. This could be what Koa needs.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Wow, doesn't get to restart the JR meter though. Bop, bop, bop. Okay. Has to block the mix here. What a, oh my god, that 2S. Alright, King Ko in a bad spot though. Next to no resources to their name. Has to figure out a way out of this.
Koa has the life lead, but gets anti-air. We are bursting. Hero burst, and it works out. Parry round start does not work.
Okay, close slash into the JD. Gets the Artemis wall break. Look at that damage. Wow. I love the Kara super.
Just a mix-up after mix-up from the lane.
Absolutely. Now, King Koa does have a full burst meter to work with here. Lane does not.
Koa's next hit will be very decisive.
Absolutely.
And this is a perfect start.
Full JR meter. Has 50 meter to work with. Gets the hit. And conversions here.
Back to full JR off the routing.
Crazy.
This is very bad for lane. Plus unblocked gold burst with the BRC. But this might be too much. Great block on the mix-up.
Yup, recognize the King Koa recognized they were gonna run out of meter. Gets out, just waits for lane to come to them.
And then gets hit by an anti-air 2S.
Anti-air 2S. And you're trying to gap, but Abba's hitting 2S. You know, much is true of life. There are 3 inevitable things. Life, death, Abba 2S.
Yes.
Okay, gets the 2S. Into the pressure. 2C6 hit. Okay. Big JD. Into the Capel reset. Okay. Wow, what a JP to challenge. Gets the overhead. Goes right into JR. Tries to meaty 2D. Runs out of JR. Wow, that 2S is so fast.
Plus on block 56, his setup is YRC. This could kill. No,
Not quite. Wow.
Okay. On round start with the far slash.
Wow, that 2S covers so much airspace.
Go under the gold burst on a reset wall stick?
I'm sorry, what did we just watch?
What kind of axe murderer reset was that? Koa takes it up to 2-0 off of some insanity. Johnny counter pick from lane.
John. Oh no.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So
Let's see how this goes. I've not seen lane play Johnny.
Johnny. Wow, baits out the parry. Gets
Get
the
the
hit.
wild assault. Get into the corner. Break the wall early. Coming in with great momentum already.
Okay.
Hello?
Sword card toss.
What
Doesn't
was
quite
that?
get the overhead.
Little air dash back misfire.
Wow, blocks the overhead. Gets the super. Look at all that JR.
Unburstable through the wall with a knockdown.
Oh
Kind
no.
of hitting Singa.
Wow, that's just unfortunate. Good patience from
From
Lane. Okay. Orange Wild Slug gets the 2K2D into the knockdown. Doesn't quite get the missed finer.
Low misfire connects. Hold a guard crush. Extend with a misfire dash. And Singa on block. Gets punished with a dash close slash. 5H anti-airs though.
What a
Reestablishes momentum.
confirm. That was insane.
Re-establish the momentum. Wow.
Wow, the delay, Danzai. Does this kill? It should. Yeah, that kills. That kills.
Alright. King Koa on set point.
Inkawa on set point.
Cannot chase down the Johnny backdash. Even
Nope.
with 236.
Johnny
Go
does
to
have
the
the
wall.
god backdash.
Double overhead is blocked, but the 2S
Wow, the
is not.
214K. Comes up.
Very good
Wow.
counterplay to the Danzai, but spending 100 meter. If Koa reestablishes at all, that could be it.
Absolutely.
Amazing air throw! Baits the super. You have to burst, otherwise you die.
Oh, no punish on the overhead.
Great
Blocks
block.
another-
It's hit low by 2K. Goes under the dash with the 2 and 4K. Reset in the throw. Misses the key grab and gets hit by Wild Assault. Lane making it work with the counter pick.
Lane bringing it back with the Johnny.
Man. Duel 1.
Okay.
The Johnny backdash coming in. Very helpful for Lane.
Yeah,
in a
gets
Singa
right.
situation. Gets the
Wow.
burst out early from Lane. This could be very bad.
Okay. Wow, what a close slash anti-air. Danzai seals the deal. Lane, or King Koa, once again on set point here. Kind of at a burst deficit. Gets hit immediately by 2S into Wild Assault. Okay, tries to frame trap. Oh,
The card
TK
pop
mi-
is going through the wall. Lane is looking very good in this round. But
Yeah.
Koa has meter.
Big YRC coming in from Koa. Immediately goes into JR. Gets a
Yep.
counter hit JH.
It's a YRC to escape Abba's offense. Needs to find a way to maneuver around Mistfinder.
It's kind
But
of
it's
fun when
normal
you're in
mode,
normal
Abba.
mode. Yeah, gets
But-
the throw.
Gets the mix up. Will it kill though?
That should
Great
be it.
in the air 2S, and it looks like it's gonna kill. Very good from Koa.
Wow. Yeah, Koa kind of just finally brought it back. Lane nearly had it. Holy moly. Now we got Gavin versus Hiho. Gold Lewis versus Milia. How's bracket been treating you, CPU? You having a good time?
What'd you say?
How's bracket been treating you? Been having a good time?
Yeah, it's been fun.
Hell yeah. Me personally, I would never lose to Eva. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
CPU, you like, what is your problem though, Koa? Like, what's the issue here? Like, why? Like, come on. Did I ever do anything to you? Alright, anyway. Getting into this next set. Gold Lewis versus Milia.
Gold Lewis versus Milia. Gets the counter hit 6H into the full confirm.
You do a lot of damage.
A lot of damage. On Gold Lewis too. Gold Lewis has a good amount of health. Gold Lewis is a beefy boy.
Yeah, sure. Gold Lewis getting the air-to-air though. Big hit, you need to burst.
Jumps into disc.
Some kind of advanced RC setup for throw.
Okay. Yeah, cross
Good
up.
cross up, Capel. Very disorienting left-right mix-up.
Yep. Wow, that 5B goes far. It is frame 7 though.
Yeah, but I can see that being a very good tool to have versus Gold Lewis extends a lot of hurt boxes in neutral and also covers that area very well with JB.
For
so I
sure.
can see that being a very good option for Brilliant.
Gets the throw.
Hiho is absolutely oppressing Gavin in the corner. No super knockdown though.
No super knockdown. Okay. Wow, White Wild Assault coming into play. Goes for the BRC, but it doesn't quite work out. Goes for the wow.
Fear. Wake up throw.
Yup. I love the red RC into disc, just to make sure it was true Discoki.
I'm surprised that they did to try to get a kill confirmed there, but maybe Melia just doesn't have those.
Real.
Duel 1.
Okay. It's a 2K2D. This is a JD. Another 2K2D.
Gavin is
What the fuck?
Gavin is getting hit with setup after setup. Mix never stops.
Never. Okay, gets the throw. Into disc.
That was a fake setup, but Gavin was conditioned to respect with the safe jumps.
Yeah, Hiho kind of just ran away with that.
Very, very long.
Big 6B. Okay. Wow, I love that backdash JD to catch puppy timing. Okay, gets the cross up into the throw. Okay, going for the frame kill, gets the throw.
Gets the cross up. That's gonna seal around.
Okay. Gavin not letting this game go without a fight. Oh, gets the whiff punish with 2S, but doesn't get the confirm. Big hit coming in from Hiho. Drops the combo though. Oh, we're getting mixed. Skyfish into the hard knockdown.
As many people have said, Gold Lewis is Fat Milia.
It's true.
But going through the wall, they both have full resources. White Loud is able to skip neutral, but burst comes in. Oh my god!
Wow.
Such a good punish into a confirmed kill before the laser gets to them. Hiho taking that very well.
Absolutely. Holy gap. Oh, Hiho up 2-0. Oh, Gavin swapping to Sin Kisk.
Now this matchup, having a DP against Milia is very good.
Yep.
And the conversions Sin provides can allow more consistent momentum shifts. Because it's usually always a wall break.
The issue is trying to secure a hit without whiffing. Because Milia has some of the best whiff punishing in the game.
Yes, but Sin's range is very large, and he has pokes like 2S that are very difficult to whiff punish.
True.
So, and some Sin players complain about his anti-air. Like, we saw a few like clips of like Sin 6P whiffing. Oh, we are getting a burst. Burst baited with the 100-meter on the super.
Okay, gets the counter hit confirmed. Opts to go for the wall break.
Trying to secure a meter advantage against Sin. So if he is right later, it's not going to come back to bite you as hard. But it might not matter. This might be it either way. Not quite. We got a slingshot. Run up grab. Fail. Hiho takes it 3-0. Very, very well played.
Hiho's just too ready. Alright, now Hiho, you gotta fight another ABBA.
Yeah, right into an ABBA. We have seen no good matchups for Milia so far.
Why you gonna hate me? Hiho had to fight ABBA, Gold Lewis, ABBA.
This is very crazy. The amount of suffering that Hiho's about to have to go through.
Hiho, you get to look back at this bracket and be like, that's his gap. That's gap. It's crazy. It ain't just this bracket.
Mankind knew that they can.
Alright, moving in.
Let's see. Hiho is very aggressive with Milia. I want to see how that will contrast with this patient ABBA we've been seeing from Koa.
Absolutely. And as we saw from the last set with Lane, King Koa is very, very, very prepared for this matchup, to say the least.
Yeah.
Not prepared for these throws, though. Holy.
Yes. Trying to get any semblance of offense. And getting the left-right setup is just absolutely overwhelming Koa.
Not like this.
Getting a perfect.
I'm a grappler now. Go play your match. Holy. What are we doing typing in chat?
Yeah, typing in chat right after the round. That is crazy. 214 does not go under the disc.
No,
ends
no,
up taking
no.
a full confirm. Well, correct on a throw. That's a counter hit.
Okay. Oh.
Artemis. Amazing block on the bad move. Gets a wake up super. Gets another opening.
Okay. Oh, that's bad if you're
Not get the air throw.
at the air throw. That was game 1? That felt like it took forever. Holy.
It takes quite a while for Millia to get a kill on Abba. High guts character.
High guts character. That's true. That's true.
Man. Duel 1.
Alright. Nico gets the 2K2D. Nearly gets that anti-air, however, it does trade. 2K into the throw. Oh no, not again. This is insane. Alright, alright. Okay. Gets the 6 feet into S-Disc. Okay. Wow, the tap dust, but no meter to convert off of it with. Okay, Iho closes out with the 2S5H.
Alright.
Goes for the 6H round start. Gets the throw. These throws have been destroying King Koa. Gets the cross up in the corner.
They've been really just like establishing a very scary offense that you don't want to really press into.
Absolutely.
And combined with Millia's fast speed, you can just start representing it from most places on screen.
Yup.
Very layered game plan. Using this much today. Oh, safe.
Wow, Iho just
2-0.
ran away with that game. Wow. You lied? Listen, this is where we find out that this matchup is actually 6'4" Millia player. Favored.
Millia player.
Listen, these allergies are getting to my brain. I'm dying. I'm actively dying on the mic. Kinda crazy.
Damn.
I got brainworms or something. I don't know. Don't even joke about that. You're right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Alright. I'm very interested to see what adaptation Koa can make here. Run up, throw. So aggressive.
Okay, gets the wow. Okay, goes into disc. Yeah, gets the meaty
Catches.
JK.
Yep.
Wow.
Calls out the backdash cross up Artemis. Hiho is on set point. And Koa does not have burst.
Yeah, Iho seems to be unstoppable right now. Oh, 6 pieces
feet.
of there's a turbo fall. Wow. Into the throw. This is brutal. Goes for the throw. Big fuzzy jump coming in from King Koa. Gets
Huge
the air
air
throw. King Koa is tired of it. He's not letting Hiho get away with it.
Raw 6-8 connecting. Lust Shaker for the knockdown. Toe Slash gets anti-aired with the JD. You could have something for Koa.
Big fuzzy jump coming in from Hiho. Oh,
2S.
the 2S!
2S, it looks like this is gonna steal the round.
Wow.
Very good.
Alright, King Koa showing signs of life here.
Lots of JD to catch preemptive approaches. They're sick of getting thrown, I would have to assume.
We are sick and tired of the throws. Okay, going for these JDs. Wow, what a JP into the key grab confirmed. Yeah, King Koa just wants in right now. Okay. Wow,
JD to counterplay gave me flashbacks to Faust. Faust is J2K for that.
As Kai, I like to IED back JS.
See.
Wow.
Alright,
Yeah.
Koa takes the game.
King Koa doesn't wanna not going
Not going out just like that.
Not going out just like that.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Big 5P anti-air coming in from King Koa. Wow, goes for the JP air to air. Big block on the Artemis.
Tries to spacing trap the 2P, it doesn't quite work out.
Big counter hit close slash. Blocks it in the air. Now, the reason you want to block that super in the air is because in this game, when you block a normal hit move, or like a normal block move, without guard crush, you're more plus if you hit block it in, or the opponent is more plus if you block it in the air. But with guard crush, the frame advantage is actually diminished if you block it in the air. So that's why you want to block Abba super in the air. It gives you more time to get out of the situation. Okay, big throw for Hiho.
Hiho is back with the momentum.
Yeah, more throws. Wow, holds on to that burst. Okay, here comes the burst.
Potential comeback for Koa. Gets the cross up J8.
Okay. Wow. Okay, King Koa has to play this very carefully. Combos off the trade. Hiho takes that set.
Unfortunate. Very well played from Hiho.
Wins.
Damn GGs.
Next, think we should be getting
SQ versus
Hiho.
Hiho.
Yes.
Holy, I am dying. I say for the 90th time.
I mean, hey, if you're dying, you're dying.
I'm dying. It's true. It's true.
Word of our community's acclaim.
Oh my god,
spreads.
Chovy, thank you so much for the rate. Hang on. Pariah normally does this, but I get to read it now. Hold on. Hang on. You didn't read it? Okay. Chovy Salts is all about that FGC life. They're diving deep into Undernight In-Birth 2 with plenty of Thunder Knight streams to keep the hype alive. When they're not throwing hands, you might catch them flexing their digital art skills or getting lost in some role-playing adventures. Totally not a cat, by the way.
What was that?
Hell yeah! Do you see the
I see the message in chat, but what is this reference?
It's like a tool that just like takes the content of your streams and like makes like a little blurb about you.
I see.
It's very funny. Pariah, did I do you proud? Did I do good? I think I did pretty good. Let's fucking go. We're so back. Alright. Hiho versus SQ. Ram versus Milia.
I wonder how this matchup goes.
I do too. Because, like, the big thing before was Ram outdid Milia in mid-range and also did a ton of damage on top of it. But you don't see that kind of damage from Ramlethal as much anymore. But she still outclasses Milia in the mid-range.
But I wonder how Ramlethal's anti-airs are against Melia.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Milia is a tough character to anti-air, and Ram's 6P isn't. I don't want to speak on Ram 6P. I don't know enough about it.
It's
It
a
looks
pretty
fine.
good anti-air, but it's most notably a 9-frame normal, which is very privileged for 6Ps. But it's
I
not
see.
like the tallest or like most active anti-air in the world. But it is still very good.
Yeah.
Man, duel one.
SQ getting a back throw off of round start, putting Hiho in the corner. They're just getting throws over and over. Jail down into the fuzzies. Can't do anything about it. Hiho at a pixel. Yeah, did the 2K.
Okay. Sneezing fit over, I think. Okay, goes to the. Yeah, gets out of the corner with Capel. Holy.
Put back into the corner. Now we put SQ into the corner.
Okay. Wow, anti-air far slash is crazy. A mouse has infiltrated the comm booth. No! I can't believe I'm being compared to a mouse right now. Okay. Wow, gets caught by sword toss.
We cannot burst.
Yeah. Yeah, SQ recognizing that she doesn't have to do anything there. Sword will do all the work and she can just sit there and block. Holy. It's allergy season. Holy moly.
Duel 1.
Okay. Far slash into S disc. Wow, gets the 2K2D reset off of 2D. Okay. Just poking with these lows. Gets the throw. Gets the low. Another throw. It's throw season, actually. Yep, burst
Like,
right after
right
that.
into it.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, watch the overhead.
Watch, cross up.
Oh,
Does not
Hiho.
end up breaking the wall, but drops. Gets hit with the fuzzy for stand blocking the sword.
That was really good on SQ to recognize that to go for the overhead there. Okay. DK2D. Okay. Big counter hit JH. Gets to confirm. Wow, the cross up. Goes for sword for Disco Key. Big YRC coming in from SQ. Eho Ultra Instinct, that's what I'm saying. A big tap dust up block.
Eho trying to escape the corner.
Yeah, Eho. Remaining super unpredictable with his air movement. Throw. Okay, hard knockdown here. Gets the sword toss.
Gets to the wall. Got burst.
Yup. Eho has to FE ever. Oh my god. Brutal side swap. The cross up there is insane. Eho should try hitting the old razzle dazzle. That's what I'm saying.
That might be an effective strategy.
Perhaps use the hair move. Thank you, Jake, for your amazing analysis. Okay, gets the throw off of the sword toss explosion. Big Ondo. Big 6 feet coming in from Hiho. Gets the throw.
To the flex shield.
Wow,
out, but it
Capel.
doesn't matter.
Wow, same side Artemis. Big throw. Holy, Hiho ran away with that round and that game. 2-1.
Just stole it directly from under their nose. will Hiho be able to bring it back? That's the real question.
Yeah, taking one game versus SQ is good. However, the hard part is keeping that consistently. Okay. Wow, what a close slash, knowing Hiho was gonna end that early. Okay, sends out sword. That throw is messed up.
Uses the H disc to cover the ground in neutral. I like it.
Kind of sections off that portion of the stage, going like, nope, you can't pass here. This is my area. Okay. However, SQ, keeping control of this corner, hits the overhead, big Mordo Bado. Hard knockdown, positive bonus. Oh, gets the sword toss, goes for the overhead. BRC pressure. How did that hit? That did not look like it hit. SQ on set point right now. Hiho has to make something happen right here. Big close slash anti-air. This is a great start for Hiho. Okay, big trade. Running that stagger pressure. Gold burst from Hiho.
Gets the punish. It's huge damage, but Hiho has 100 meters. He definitely could make this work.
Hiho with the throw, setting out Disco Key. SQ with the YRC. Cross up. Is that dead? That's dead.
Yes, it should be dead. We have SQ moving on to grand finals.
We got
The
the
rematch
SQ.
Jack.
Yeah, SQ Jack run back. Hashtag not my Milia player. Wild.
Wild.
How do I win?
I'm not sure, Hiho. I'm sorry.
It's cooked. Matchup is impossible. Give up. Hair.
Jack on the Sin.
Jack is on Sin.
To avoid Happy Chaos versus MFL.
Okay.
Gets a shimmy off rip. Gets SQ's burst.
Yep.
Sin has a lot of options against Remofall, both in neutral and on defense. His DP is probably going to matter a lot. 6P comes out on the hoof stomp, but doesn't do much.
Okay, gets the conversion here. Oh. Big counter hit, Beak Driver. Doesn't really get anything off of it. No resource.
Great knockdown here for Jack.
Yeah,
kind of an RPS for the round. Yes. IRC.
That's YRC safe? Or was SQ just late?
SQ was late.
I see. Okay. I was about to say. I didn't know we were like May out here.
No, May is the only character in the game that gets to do that.
I see.
SQ getting a knockdown from defense, but it doesn't matter since breaking the wall on a throw.
Yup.
And he's waiting out for resources.
Oh, what a whiff punish on SQ, but she doesn't get anything off of it, and in turn, Jack gets the whiff punish.
Cannot convert from that range and is going to pay for it. But wake up Mordobato. Wake up DP to trading defensive options. Great offense from Jack. One up.
Yeah, Jack taking the first game with Sin. Crazy. I didn't even know Jack had a Sin.
Yeah.
I'm suddenly way more excited for this set, I'm not gonna lie. I find Sin very fun to watch.
Wonder what adaptations SQ is going to make.
Absolutely. Wow, Beat driver.
Beat driver lands a counter hit. Elk Hunt lands a counter hit. We're gonna convert this into the corner where Sin is strongest.
You could just see how fundamentally sound Jack is.
Genuinely, it's impressive.
Yeah, spends the stamina to break wall here. Backdashes the
Avoids
Ondo.
the rock.
Just always looking out for Ramlethall's options.
Just keeping his distance to ensure that he does not have to take an interaction that he doesn't need to.
Absolutely.
Especially with the options Sin has, Elk Hunt, Foot Stomp, Beat
Okay.
Driver. You can just keep Ramlethal away if he's
Big
threat
confirm.
approach.
Okay, what's the Oki here? Close slash. Oh, can't quite confirm off of it with Mercy. Gets the throw. Okay. Wow, the BRC down to JK nearly punishes, but doesn't quite get it. Big damage coming in from SQ. Yeah, good. I like the decision to jump and wow, what a throw! To jump,
That is not
block the sword toss.
What SQ just did with the OTG Super is not plus, and Jack is up 2-0.
2-0 for Jack.
Jack is doing very well with the Sin right now. Better than we saw with the Happy Chaos.
Absolutely, it really looks. Jack really looks super comfortable on this end.
It's probably a much more simple interaction RPS.
Yeah.
Because with Happy Chaos, you can't really like contest in the ground game very well. But with Sin, you have a range advantage with Beat Driver and Elk Hunt. These have a lot more options and a lot more threat behind them immediately.
Absolutely, yeah. Jack's. It seems a lot more stress-free than having to go HC into Ramlethal.
Yes, and that is a big factor in tournament. Gets the DP baited, has to burst immediately to ensure that his momentum is not killed.
Now, I love the RPS Jack is kind of running between Beak Driver and Elk Hunt.
Yeah, immediately
Naturally-
breaks the wall.
Not afraid to hit that backdash. Wow.
Wow, anti-air with the JK PRC. But does not end up working. S2 puts Jack through the wall. And now Jack's left to guess. Gets hit with the Elk Hunt and takes it. Jack is on set point, looking so good coming into this.
Jack looks unstoppable right now. Yup, decides to go to bait the throw. Wow, what a confirm.
Jack with positive bonus now. Momentum is on his side. But will he end it with this? Maybe.
Oh,
He's going for the optimal. So much damage.
so much damage.
One more hit. And that will be it. Jack takes it with a clean 3-0.
The Jack Sin is too powerful. What a clean sweep. Holy.
Felt so confident in that whole set.
Yeah, that went by so much faster than I thought it was gonna go. Holy.
Yeah. Congratulations to Jack.
Congratulations to Jack.
Such a strong player.
Yeah. Jack is truly one of the best to ever do it, and I can say that with confidence.
Yeah,
Normally, when I
definitely.
say it, I normally gas myself up a little bit. I'm like, I might be the best to ever do it, but Jack,
Actually,
the goat.
yes. Actually
the best to ever do it.
Genuinely. Such a good
All right.
performance today.
I guess for my shoutouts is I want to shout out the OEG team. Y'all are awesome, and I want to shout out Pariah Docs for putting this on and letting me host alongside CPU. And my last shout out goes to CPU. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. My shout out would have to go to you for inviting me to commentate. Like this is the first time I've ever really commentated outside of a local one time, and it's really, really cool to just have that experience. It's just like it was very fun, very fun.
Yeah.
I got to watch a lot of good games today, and I get to see what it's like to be behind like the commentator spot.
Mm-hmm.
So
You have a
very,
knack
very
for
cool.
it.
Thank
you have
you.
a knack
Thank
for
you.
it. I get to see you behind the mic more.
2XKO weekend. Shout out to 2XKO. I need to play that
Shoutouts
game.
to XKO.
I loved the first playtest. It was so good.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, that was a good bracket. Big
That
bracket
was a
too.
very good bracket.
Very big bracket. 61 entrants is pretty good. Well, yeah, have a great night, y'all. Thank y'all for watching. Was a fun bracket.
Mhm.
Thank y'all to those of you who were here the whole time. Thank you so much. Hopefully see you next week.
Yep.